All right, good morning, guys. We are going to be adding to our notebook today. So it's been a little bit since you've added to your notebook. Let's start at the table of contents. We're going to put 923, sorry, that's today's date, 923. And we're going to put ecosystem, organization, pyramid for today's activity. And this is going to go on page 8. So you have a couple of options here in your modules for this activity. You have the option to print the document that you need, or you can just draw it. So if you were drawing, I'm going to give you a chance to copy it. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories, and it needs to be decently big because we're going to be drawing within the pyramid. If you do not want to draw, you want to just work out of the printed copy, then you can go ahead and print that and come back to the video when you're ready. All right, we are talking about ecosystem organization today, and we're going to look at it in the form of a pyramid. So yesterday you worked with defining some different words, and we are going to actually take those words and put them into practice today. So you are going to need colored pencils. I have mine here off to the side. And then a pencil, I'm going to use a pen just so it shows up darker for you. So today I'm going to start by introducing you to my friend Georgia the goldfish. So Georgia the goldfish is going to go in this very top box. So let's see. Here's Georgia. She is a lovely goldfish. And we're going to write over to the side that this is Georgia. The goldfish. We're going to make it into a statement. Georgia the goldfish is an ... And then we're going to continue our sentence on the other side of Georgia. Georgia the goldfish is an individual organism. Okay, she is just one living organism that is in this ecosystem. So then we're going to follow to the next step. Our next step is going to include Georgia and the other organisms that are like her. Okay, so there's Georgia. We're going to add some other goldfish. Okay, we know that if we want Georgia's population to continue, she will need at least one other goldfish so they can have baby goldfish. So here we go. There's Georgia and a couple of her goldfish friends. So we're going to write over here, Georgia. And the other goldfish are a ... If you guessed population, you are correct. Georgia and the other goldfish make up a population. So then we have to grow from that point. So we're going to move outside just the goldfish population and think about the other species that are in the same area as Georgia. So I'm going to draw Georgia over here. Okay, you'll notice that Georgia is going to be in all of our pictures. There's Georgia. I'm going to draw maybe a jellyfish right here. Let's see, a starfish. Crab is pretty easy to draw. Let's give him his eyes. I jinxed myself. I said he was easy to draw. There's a crab. We can do a shark up here. Not my greatest shark, but it'll work. Okay. And let's add a turtle, because that's pretty easy. Here is, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said he was going to be easy. There's my turtle. Okay. So, off to the side we are going to write Georgia. Ooh. And the other species nearby are the ... You might have guessed, community. Georgia and the other species nearby are the community. Okay, so again, these are all living things that make up the community in that ecosystem. So now we are going to grow our picture even more. So this is where you might want to write a little smaller. Okay, I'm going to add a sunshine. I'm going to go ahead and illustrate our water this time. We can assume so far that there's been water, but we're going to actually make note of it this time. Okay, so there's water, here's a bird, a cloud. All right. We definitely have some sand going on down here at the bottom. As always, we are going to go ahead and draw Georgia. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to add some rocks right here. Here's my jelly. Oh, a snail. We can add a sea snail here. One of these cute little guys. Fish with the light. And we'll even do a little stingray over here. Here's his tail. Stingrays have eyes on the bottom. And some kelp, maybe. All right. And then, of course, we still have our sand down here at the bottom. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So, now you'll notice we have some things in this picture that are not living. So our boat is not living, a rock is not living, cloud, your air is not living, water is not living, sand. So we're going to make note that this picture includes all the biotic and abiotic things near Georgia are the ... ecosystem. Okay, so this part includes your biotic, living, and your abiotic, non-living. All right, so this next one is going to be very similar to your first one, but we're going to add a label in here, okay? So we're going to add above the water the label marine. We're also going to put in parentheses saltwater. Okay, and we'll come back to that in just a second. Now on this one, we're going to go through and add some of those same things we've had in the picture before. So my starfish, I'm going to draw my deep water little light fish. Boop. My crab's going to make a comeback. There's my jelly. See if I can draw a better shark this time. It feels like a no. Alright. Oh, he's kind of chubby, isn't he? Okay, there's my shark. Here's my stingray. Let's do some kelp or seaweed. We can come up here and add a sunshine and a cloud. So we have those biotic and abiotic things. And then last, but certainly not least, we're going to add in our girl, Georgia. Come back through and add your dots to represent sand. Of course, when we color, this will look a little bit better. Okay? And then we got to talk about it. So this is Georgia's habitat. So Georgia's habitat is a ... biome. Okay, so that's why we wrote marine or saltwater up here, because the things in this box, as part of the triangle, represent a biome, and that biome is specifically the marine or saltwater biome. So there are a variety of different biomes, and they are qualified by their climate, by the amount of rainfall they get every year, and the animals that live there. And this one in particular is going to represent our marine or saltwater biome. Okay, and here we are in our last box. This one is going to get a little tricky. So we're going to start about right here and draw a shape that looks like this. Okay, go ahead and throw your sunshine up here in the corner. We're going to make this portion be your water. I'm going to go ahead and put Georgia over here in the corner. Boop, boop, boop. There's her bubbles. Okay, we're going to pick some other small things. There's some seaweed. I can do a jelly pretty small. And how about a starfish? Boop. Okay, so there's all my friends from the water. And then we have some sand. Our sand is going to continue up here for a decent amount. Okay, at the first part of the sand, we're going to draw some people. So I'm going to do stick people. My rule with stick people is they have to have clothes on. Okay, so I'm going to put my stick people in swimsuits. Okay, because they're at the beach. Okay, so here's a lady. Get a guy. Get some swim trunks. All right. Then we're going to go a little bit further and we're going to mix it up. So our next thing is going to be a cactus. Okay, so here's my cactus. Make sure it's got the spines on it so you know it's a cactus. We'll even give this one a lovely cactus flower. How about that? Okay, then from our cactus, we're going to let our ground transition to grass. So I'm going to throw a little pond in here. Okay, we can even add a couple little fish. Not goldfish, they're not Georgia. Some cattails. Okay, I'm going to add a cloud right here with some rain. I'll even add a flower. Some grass. Let's get a tree right here. Here's a little squirrel. Uh-oh. His body got kind of crazy. I'm going to come over here and we're going to add a building. Okay, some windows. Give this one a door. This one needs a door. We can add a car right here. There's some lights. Okay, I'm gonna give my tree some roots, and then I'm gonna throw in a worm. Okay, so that pretty much covers a decent ecosystem. Okay, and we're gonna write all the regions of our Earth are the ... biosphere. Okay? So if we start at the top of our ecosystem organization pyramid, we have just Georgia. And we know that just Georgia is our individual organism. Okay, Georgia and the other organisms that are just like her, other goldfish, make up a population. And then when you add in other species nearby, so we've added a turtle, a crab, jelly, those things make up the community. And then from there, you grow and include the abiotic or non-living things to make up an ecosystem. And that ecosystem is part of a biome. A biome is a very specific area determined by its temperature or climate, things like rainfall annually, and also the animals that live there and the types of plants that grow. That biome fits into our biosphere. So biosphere is the bigger picture. It's everywhere on Earth. So you'll notice in this picture we have that marine or saltwater ecosystem, and then we have a cactus, which is not something you find at the beach. So that would be your desert ecosystem. And then you go on to something that looks a little more similar to where we live. So all of this together makes up an ecosystem organization pyramid. And obviously there are things that could be included that are far beyond this because this is just a small sampling. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to get this colored, and then I want you to glue it on page 8 in your notebook. I will pause and color mine and show you in just a second. All right, guys, so here's my finished creation. And I want you guys to make sure that you have colored this. That is part of the expectation for you today because I think that the coloring will make it stand out to you more. And as you color it, I want you to be sure that you're kind of reviewing each level and what's included in each level and really thinking about what that means for your ecosystem and its organization. If you guys have any questions, please just let me know. I hope you enjoyed meeting Georgia and all of her friends.